Let me show you some tips and tricks for OPPO Reno 15. And the first thing that I want to talk about is the folder and app sizes on the home screen. You may already know that we can make folders bigger or smaller quite easily, and in the case of bigger folders, you can also change the style of these app icons. We can, for example, make 3 huge icons and a couple of smaller ones. We can have 1 huge app icon for additional smaller ones, and the rest of them is hidden inside the folder, and so on and so forth. But what you can also do is you can grab by this bottom right corner, and then you can make the folder 2 by 1 horizontally and vertically, which can be quite useful in terms of organizing as well. And what is quite interesting is that you can do pretty much the same thing with app icons. You can resize them just like folders. If you press and hold your finger, you can grab by the corner, and you can change their size to be 2 by 1 horizontally or vertically, or 2 by 2 just like folders. And you can see that we can also find these pluses, in some cases at least. These pluses are used in order to add a shortcut to certain features within the app. So in this case, if I try to add a shortcut for settings, I can add a shortcut to Wi-Fi, Bluetooth settings, and to battery. So now I can tap on these icons in order to immediately open specific settings. Unfortunately, we cannot choose everything individually. We just have like a preset, certain options that are prepared for us, but that's still pretty good. And what we can also do is we can simply leave the app without these shortcuts, so we can have just huge app icons. OPPO Reno 15 has access to Mindspace, which you can access, for example, by going to OPPO AI, and we can find it over here. And we can tap on Open Mindspace in order to quickly access your memories that you have created, or just notes, I guess. But what you can also do is you can use 3 fingers in order to snap to Mindspace. So you can capture a screenshot, and then it's going to be sent to the Mindspace. And then you can, for example, find the AI summary. We can, of course, add our, let's say, home screen content to the Mindspace, so then it can be used to go through all of these memories and snaps that you created by using this ask questions option. So you should be able to store many different information, lots of information, I mean, about anything that you want, and then you can use the AI in order to quickly access that information. This can be anything from plans to ideas to like events and maybe some information that you found on the internet, bunch of different stuff. And of course, we can also find some settings of the Mindspace in here in the Mindspace section once you go to OPPO AI, and you can, for example, add the home screen shortcut so that you can have quicker access to the Mindspace, so you don't have to go through these settings again. And you can also access Mindspace by just simply searching for it. Let's say in global search, you can just simply type Mindspace and then you can find it. I'm not sure why we cannot add it to the app drawer, but we can use a couple of different methods instead. If you play games a lot and you tend to exit and return to games, after like a short time or something, then you will be happy to know that we have the quick startup option available in the game assistant, which is used in order to quickly reopen the game. So the games are pretty much running in the background somewhere, and then you can easily turn them back on without having to wait for all the loading time that usually happens when you run the game for the first time after exiting it. If you tend to transfer files from your phone to your computer quite a lot, then you will be happy to know that we have a dedicated app that can be used in order to smoothly transfer everything from the phone to the computer and the other way around. Not only that, the app also allows you to cast the screen from your phone on your computer, or you can remotely control your computer from your phone. And in order to find that, you just have to open settings, go to device connect, and then over here we can tap on PC. You need to download OPPO Connect on your computer in order to be able to use this feature. And as you can see, we have multi-screen connect, which is generally speaking the access to the phone from the computer, and also the remote PC control. And in order to find OPPO Connect, you can just tap on how to install in order to find your instructions, and you just have to go to connect.oppo.com in order to download the app on your computer, and then you can, for example, sign in with your OPPO account And if you use the same account that you use on your phone, I mean the same OPPO account, and then the connection between both devices will be really smooth, and usually it happens automatically. But if you don't use OPPO account, or if you don't want to use OPPO account, then you can also get a QR code within the app, and you can you can connect both devices like that. And you can notice also that we have the All Plus Connect not only for Windows but also for Mac OS. So if you have a Mac laptop instead, then of course you don't have to worry because it works on Mac too. One of the apps that is worth mentioning is the Phone Manager app, which allows you to access a couple of different features that are hidden in here, such as the cleanup storage. We can also perform a virus scan over here. We have a system boost, and also we have tools in here. And we can tap on more in order to access all different tools, which include, for example, once again, the system boost, hidden apps, app lock, private save, and so on and so forth. As you can see, lots of different things that we can mention. However, one of the features that I want to mention is the speaker cleaner, which allows you to, like the name suggests, you can clean the speaker without pretty much doing anything. All you have to do is go into that menu, you can press start, and then you can play a sound that has a strong vibration. So the speaker can clean out dust and water. OPPO usually comes with additional gestures that are probably not found on other devices, except for maybe some Realme and OnePlus smartphones. But if you're looking for them, then all you have to do is you need to go to the accessibility and convenience in settings, and then in here you can find the gestures and motions. And one of the things that I want to mention is the screen off gestures. I think they are pretty great. This allows you to draw shapes when the screen is off in order to quickly access something like the camera, the flashlight, or even you can do something of your own choice. We have three shapes that we can draw. Actually, we have like 2 letters and a shape, and you can actually decide what should happen when you draw these things. You know, we have a pretty good personalization option in here, and we can quickly access whatever you want. Of course, generally speaking, I can recommend you visiting gestures and motions in here. In fact, the whole accessibility and convenience menu in here is worth checking out, because there are many things that you can learn about your phone from here, and it's really convenient to know these different gestures and shortcuts and whatnot. And another thing that I want to mention in here is also lift to ear to answer calls. This option allows you to simply put your phone to your ear when someone calls you. So you don't have to swipe or anything like that when someone calls you. If you want to answer the call, you just put your phone to your ear, and that's it. You don't have to touch the phone. I mean, you don't have to tap on the screen, anything. You don't have to swipe, like I said. You just put it to your ear, and the phone answers the call for you. So I think that's pretty great, and definitely worth checking out. And another thing is the Shake to Launch, which is, I think, something quite new on OPPO smartphones. I didn't see that on other devices yet, and you may recognize it from, for example, Motorola smartphones, which also have a similar motion shortcut. So you can shake your phone twice in order to activate the flashlight or the camera. Usually on Motorola is used to activate the flashlight, but in this case you can also switch that and, for example, open the camera instead. It's up to you how you want to use it. So definitely worth checking out and perhaps using even this feature. Not only just like a gimmick, but it is a pretty great shortcut to activate one of these two options. And the last thing that I want to specifically mention is the quick launch, which is like an additional menu that appears when you hold on the fingerprint sensor when unlocking your phone. And this is the menu that we're talking about. Of course, we can edit the menu, so you can choose and add different functions or apps, so you can quickly open specific things by just pressing and holding your finger while unlocking the phone. So if I, let's say, add also this calendar, let's actually lock the phone, and over here I'm just gonna press and hold my finger, and I still hold it until I see the menu, and I can slide on the screen without lifting my finger, and then lift the finger once I hover over the app that I want to open or the feature that I want to use, and there we go. You can quickly open something of your choice if you just add it to the quick launch. And that is pretty much it. This is pretty much everything that I want to show you and that we can do on OPPO Reno 15. Of course, there are many different shortcuts and stuff that probably I can mention in here. And if there is something that you think is important to know about that is available on OPPO Reno 15, and I didn't mention that in this video, then please let me know in the comments and let everyone know in the comments so everyone can of course enjoy their OPPO Reno 15 as much as it is possible. So that's pretty much it. Leave a like and subscribe.